Hi family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ofoyiwa Matali. If you are new here, I just want to say welcome. And if you are a returner subscriber, I just want to say welcome and thank you so much for coming back. Into this video, I will be sharing you guys a makeover that I am about to do in my front entrance way that I have really been trying to put my style together and see what I really want to do in this space, because when you come in, this is the entrance way of our living room. This is the front living room we have. So as you can see, we have the front door right here. And then when you turn, we have the staircase and then that living room. So that's where we're going to be working on today. So my husband going to be helping me. We're going to build some fireplace. Ooh, I cannot wait. So we're going to be building in some fireplace. So let me share with you guys what I have and what I'm going to be working with into this video. So as you can see, we have this fireplace. It is for my old house and it is an electric fireplace. Okay now. So when I was moving, I moved for 8 years. I originally wanted to put it in our bedroom and then I changed my mind. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the insert and then build a fireplace and put the insert in it. Because as you can see, this is the wall that is in this room. It is a pretty sized room. So I just want to turn it into like a cozy spot. I probably may not have any TV in here just because I don't want the kids in here so much watching TV. We can stay in the other living room. So I just want to build a fireplace. I wanted to do some like a built in on both sides, but I haven't decided yet. We'll see what this project take us. But anyway, this is how it look. All of these old chairs gonna go. These are for my uh whatever whosoever that was living here before left it behind before we bought a house. So I will be getting rid of this. If you have been here for a while, you know this table. I had it in my own house, in my old townhouse before we moved into this other house. I did not get rid of it at all. I tried to sell it, but I changed my mind. So I might keep it in here because the decoration I'm going with now might work with this for now till I can get a new one. But I will definitely, and also if you have been here for a while, you know this table, I used to have it in my entrance way and then I switch it out. And then this one used to be in my own house as well. And I was going to sell it, but I just didn't feel comfortable selling this to somebody, so I will get rid of it. And then there I have all of my artwork. I used to have this artwork again in the other living room. This light was the light in my living room when I just make the makeover, when I did the makeover. But now we are taking this light upstairs into my master bedroom. So I have to hire somebody to come over to hang it for us because with the shape of our ceiling and the height, my husband cannot do height. So we're going to be changing that. And then I have this mirror. I ordered it from Wayfair. I was originally doing my bedroom makeover, but it was just way too small for the light for the nightstand. So I gave that one to my son. That's the other one. And then I have other little decos right there. And then, yeah, so, okay. So when you stand to where we're going to build a fireplace, this is what you see. That's the front door right there. So, and then we have these two windows. So, yeah, we have a pretty much space. We have enough space to work with. So on this wall, that's where I want to put like the longest, couch. And then here, I want to do the awesome chairs. So I'm just trying my options. And then right here on this side, I really don't have anything much to put here. I really don't know what I'm gonna put here, y'all, because I want that when you're coming in, that's the doorway. So I don't want anything that will block that area that will stop you from coming. But right here on this wall, I don't know what I'm gonna put. I might find I might have something in mind that I want to put there, but I'll see. But anyway, this is how this space is. So I cannot wait to transform this space with you guys. I know you guys going. family. So this is where we started off with building the fireplace after clearing the entire room. So we start off first with 2 by 4. In this project of building this fireplace, we only use three different wood. We use 2 by 4, we use a drywall, and also we use the um wood plank or something like that. But anyway, you guys gonna see that later on. So we started off first just building the frame of the fireplace. We did everything, built everything in this room because we didn't want it to build it in the garage and then dragging it in here. So I was more like my husband helper. He good with the tools. I'm just there to just give the ideas and how I want things to be. And yeah, and then he just built. So if you are trying to build anything in your house, trust me, y'all, we are not builders. We watch other people do this and we decided to do it our own way. And since we have been on this journey of putting our home together, building things we want, we are getting good at it as the time go by. We are no professional. My husband is not all builder or anything like that. We just watch a whole bunch of YouTube video and then go to Home Depot, grab everything we need, and then we come up with a project. So on this day, we was building the fireplace, and this helped me and my husband to spend more time together because he works. I used to work overnight. I've been home for the past 6 days. And yeah, so what we're doing right now, we're gonna take the TV down and take it down in the basement, and then we're gonna remove the fireplace. So this built in this fireplace in here, it is from Amazon. I will check and see if I can be able to link it down below. Whatever we have in this video, I will be linking it in the description box if you are interested in getting yourself a fireplace built in. But this one I have owned it for 4 years, and now I am using it to build in this fireplace. So my husband was done with all of the framing wall, and then he went ahead and put in all of the drywall. I was in here when he did this part, so yeah, but he went ahead and started just dry mud. He just used the drywall mud on it and just fill in all of the holes that needed to be filled, all of the gaps that was not filled. So we just went ahead. I let him to do that part. And I didn't share with you guys, but I and him did the sanding. It was not an easy job to do all of the sanding. And we went ahead to start to build the shelving. Um, we came up with the idea of us just building like the wood on the wall and then putting in. So this is what I was trying to explain to you guys. We use this drywall plank. It is very stable. The way we did it is better, and I really wanted the shelf to be really wide and big because the one we did in my living room before is too skinny. I don't like it. Like I said, I told you guys in my living room makeover. If you did not watch that video, I will link it down below so you can go and watch it. I just decorated that space, just refresh it a little bit, and we are working on this space in different days. So you will see me wear different clothes and different hair because it was not completed in one day. It was different days that whenever we had a little bit of time, we would just come in here and do what we have to do. So yeah. So as you can see, we used another 2 by 4 to build in the chef unit. It wasn't hard at all. It was very easy. And then I have to stand there and hold it up so that way it don't slide. Like all of this was just us just coming up with our own idea on how we were going to build this place. So if you have helper, if you have a family member, you can call them to kind of help you out. But I was my husband little helper, y'all. So I was just there to just say, no, I don't want it this way. I want it that way. Basically, I was there as the boss, and he was just like the contractor, I guess. But yeah, and And then now he just went ahead and started cooking all of the opening. So, all right, family, this is how the whole space turned out. I'm about to paint the wall and do some cleaning up. Yep. So, yeah, I will be painting that black. And then I'm going to paint in here with a white paint from Sherwin Williams. And yeah, so this is how the room look like. It's a pretty much um it's a good sized room. You have two big window. I just love how many lights comes into the room. This is one of the room that have a lot of light in this house. So let me share with you guys my supplies that I'm gonna be using. So all right, family. So now we are in this space. I'm about to get into painting. Um, I have a couple of things to be done. I'm going to first of all put some paint tape around the edges because I'm not gonna be painting the ceiling because I'm just gonna keep it as it is. And I have so much to be done. I already wrapped my hair because I don't want to get some paint in it. And then I have my husband paint shirt, and then I have my pants on. So we're about to get right into it. I can't wait to just be done with this piece because I am super, super excited to just get right into the decorating part. But there are just certain things when you're working on a space has to be done. So that's the process of getting the result that you want. Is you have to follow the process. So when you are trying to achieve a fresh, settle, calming, peaceful space, you have to follow the steps, like putting the space together, painting, and I'm gonna be doing that by myself. So I have to get into taping a space. My husband always don't support my painting skill because I don't like to tape. I just go right into painting. But today I'm gonna be doing the right thing. I'm gonna tape everywhere that need to be taped before I start painting. So let me share with you guys the paint that I'm gonna be using today. I have a paint from, I love to get my paint from Sherman Williams just because I have little kids. They kind of like play around with the walls. I get to wash them. So I have a paint from Sherman Williams. One of it is the same paint I have in my other living room. Is called Snowbound. I'm gonna be using that in here, and then I got some primer just to prime the walls before I get into painting. And then I have a dark paint that I'm gonna be applying on the fireplace behind me. I want to do like a accent color, so I'm gonna do black. And then I also get some stains, like a wool stain, just a clear coat. I just want to go over the Chevy unit. So yeah, we have a lot to be done, to be honest. Um, yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. And at the same time, I have another project that I'm working on. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please try to do so. I have so much, so much video coming your way. I have a lot of motivation, DIYs, yeah, and the list go on. So if you looking for some motivation and you haven't subscribed to the channel, we would love you to join this beautiful family. But I'm gonna go ahead and get right into starting with the painting. But I want to share with you guys first and share with you guys all of the tools I'm gonna be using for this. The project I have like my painting rubber, and then these are the paints I'm gonna be using. I have, like I said, I love to use this brand. it just sticks to the wall really good and it leave a smooth finish. And this is the paint. I think this is the primer. Sharon Williams. Um yeah, this is the snowbound. That's the one cup. And then I have this. This is the black one. And the name of this one is called, so the name for this is called Trap Trapcon. Trapcon Black. That's the name for this one I'm gonna be using. And this is the primer. It is just a white primer. That's what I'm gonna be using. So this one is for drywall primer. So I'm gonna be priming the fireplace first before I get into painting. That was what the guy told me in the store, that because it's a new drywall, it will be better for us to paint it white and then before I go in with the dark paint, just so that way the wall don't peek through, and that way the paint can stick better to the drywall. So I follow his advice and I got um a paint for the drywall. And yeah, so I will start first with just tipping everything off, just so that way I don't make a lot of mess. So yeah, let's get right into this. All right, family. So right now, as you can see, I've already got into priming the drywall. We done with all of the caulking, the sanding, and now I am just starting off with the priming of the wall after I'm done, and then I will go in with the paint. If you guys got any recommendation of my shelving unit, if you guys have any recommendation for like called stain, if I should stain it, I really love the color, but maybe I should do some type of stain on it. But if you have any recommendation that can still give me the same color of the shelving unit but also with some stain on it, please drop it in the comment section below, because I really love the light color of the wood, but I think something should go on it. I got a white coat to put on it, but I don't really know how. I think it's just gonna be clear. It's just a clear coat. But if you can give me, any of you guys have a recommendation for a stain that I can be able to apply on this shelf, just let me know. And also, I am going ahead and priming the walls. As you can see, the camera is actually picking it up. My kids spill drinks and writing on the wall. So I had to prime this wall, or else I was going to spend so much money on painting it because the wall was a total mess. But anyway, I went in with the black paint. I decided to paint the fireplace black, and I love it the way it look, but I would love to hear from you guys what you think. Do you guys like it? Do you guys like the way it looks? But anyway, I'm going ahead and painting this fireplace, and then I will go ahead and paint the wall. I will leave the name of the paint I'm using in the description box, just in case if you are interested in getting it. I personally love the paint I choose for this room. Like I said, this room has so much light that come in here, and I just wanted to even brighten up even more. But I wanted some type of accent wall, and that's why I decided to paint the fireplace black. So I was done painting the fireplace, and then I moved on to the walls. So I'm using the Snowbound by Sharon Williams, and I am just, to be honest with you guys, after I primed the wall, I didn't have to do two coat of paint. I just did one, and then I went over the spaces that was not looking too good. So for this whole room, I only used one cup of paint to paint the entire wall because I have already primed it before. So that's something you should look into if you are painting. I think my better advice is to always prime your wall. That helps to save you time and also save you money when it comes to you buying paint. And also when you are painting a lighter color over a darker color, you intend to use a lot of paint. So it's better to just prime it first, and that helped to cut down costs. So I did that. My husband always speak about it, but I never really do it. But this time around, I decided to go with it, and I am so glad and happy. And plus, it was very easy for me to paint this space. I didn't wake up the next morning with all of my shoulder falling off, because that's how much pain I feel whenever I paint. My shoulder hurts so bad. But anyway, I went ahead and paint into the shelving unit. I used the same snowbound that I use in on the walls. So I just decided to come in with it here. And before I pick all of this pink color, I make sure that I went through different ones. But this is the one that I keep going back to. So I decided to pick it. But anyway, this is how the entire room turns out. So come back to watch how I was able to decorate it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.